The road brings out the worst in us. Driving becomes a way of expressing personalities and rights. Trucks, buses, cars, bikes and pedestrians fight for space and make their own rules.
If we stop for lights, it's going to slow us down a lot. It's going to mess up the rhythms. That's why we just take the light and just keep going, keep going. Pedestrians, they're not going to wait when there's no traffic coming through. The light could be green and it says don't walk, and then they just see a bike coming. They're not going to respect it. They're just going to keep crossing, and all of a sudden you just see like a crowd of ants just coming, just crossing the street trying to get the sugar, just going right through. And then what happens? We end up just screaming at them or just try to dodge through it, and boom, 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 and that's it, like that.
Just in general, the trucks hate the cab drivers, and one cab driver doesn't like the other guy, and they're all cutting each other off, and they're all a bundle of messes. Look at this guy. See this guy? Illegal. Went through the light. You got him? Okay. Illegal. No patience. And this guy's not going to signal over here, but he owns the road. And if you would signal, I might give you the right of way. But since you drive like a jerk, I don't want to give you nothing because you don't signal. That's my main thing of being out here. So if somebody's out there that's not signaling, I'm going to cut him off. I don't care if he likes it or not.
Driving is a relatively new skill for human beings. Carl Benz, co-founder of Mercedes-Benz, said in 1901 that no more than 1 million people throughout the world would ever be able to learn to drive. Now, everybody is an expert.
You know a person that drives with two hands. Right away, he's a dangerous driver. There you go. Two hands on the wheel. Dangerous, dangerous. Very, 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 very non-relaxed. He doesn't know where to go, either the right lane or left lane, swerving back and forth. Turn the wheel to the right, turn the wheel to the left, turn the wheel to the right, turn the wheel to the left. And either he's fast or slow, but he hits the brake like he'll kill somebody behind you. God rest his soul. Goodbye.
I just avoided some terrible accident there now. The guy came out of his lane and, well, encroached in my own lane. And I just, I was able to avoid that. I mean, I see a lot of things like that happening all the time, but thanks again for my good, for my wealth of driving experience.
Driving task is actually quite interesting. You're processing huge amounts of information all at the same time, without even knowing that you're doing it. Sometimes you think back, how did I do this journey? You don't remember traffic lights that you went through, you can't remember the people who you let pass, you can't remember anything about the whole trip. The reason for this is that you are having to do hundreds of things all at the same time. So you go into a kind of autopilot. So the whole idea of driving like this is actually quite alarming. But we do it every day and every week without even thinking about it.
I have not been involved in any other accident, and I have not caused no accident by myself, which is pretty good, and I hope to maintain that record by God's grace. My advice to people is that if it's unavoidable that they have to drive every day of their life,
I guarantee you when he gets to the journey's end, he won't even remember having done that. Yet we do this every day, every time when we drive. Things like this happen because we're an autopilot.
Okay, notice police station on the right here, how careful people are driving now. Are you only a good driver when there's a policeman following you? Or when you've seen a bad accident, you're good for a good. You drive properly for a good 20 minutes, don't you? I was doing 31 miles an hour then. Just slipped over by a mile. You just got to have that 100% concentration all the time. The ultimate driver, even that could happen to me, you see.
There are safe drivers on the roads, but when it comes to who lives and dies, other factors come into the equation. The odds are not always equal.
The driver of a light vehicle is about twice as likely to be killed as is the driver of a very heavy vehicle when you average it over all crashes. Now, if you think of a very extreme case in which the heavy vehicle and the light vehicle crash into each other, in that case, the driver of the lighter vehicle is 13 times as likely to be killed as is the driver of the heavier vehicle.
Tony Coletti experienced the truth of these statistics on a road in North London when his 2.25-ton Rolls-Royce struck a Ford Escort.
It was a nice sunny day, lovely day for driving. I entered a road called Alma Road, which is a dual carriageway. There's a slight incline, and as I reached the top of the incline, I noticed a car parked at 150 yards ahead of me on the left. Nothing unusual. I signalled. I moved out into the outer lane of the dual carriageway. I was doing at the time around about 38, and as I got within, I can only describe it as yards, this car just, from the near side position, did a 90-degree turn in front of me. I braked. The car just seemed like it floated, and I struck the other car on the driver's side door. I struck him about there, and I finished up on that island there.
At less than 40 miles an hour, the other car was demolished. The driver killed outright, and the Rolls-Royce a write-off.
Precisely what the other guy done. I remember seeing the shape of his head, and that was it. And then it was just an almighty explosion. Afterwards, when I saw the car, I couldn't believe the damage that my car could do at that speed. It really shook me, it really did.
He didn't have a chance, did he?
Absolutely none, no.
Did you ever think that you would end up killing somebody?
No, it's, I find it difficult at the moment to come to terms with, because I feel that I've killed somebody. I don't even know who he is. I've never seen him. I don't know him. And I can't explain how, but it just bothers me in a way that I just can't. I feel I need to do something, but I really didn't know what to do. It just leaves you with a feeling that I can't explain. It's not a good one. It's just a horrible feeling.
On the roads, the odds are stacked against drivers. Abilities, attitudes, vehicles, and the sheer energy of the forces at work all conspire to make driving the most dangerous activity in daily life.
When I trained as a young engineer, road design standards were absolute things, and they were often argued on grounds of safety. If you make a bend less steep, you offer a safety benefit. What over the years we have learned, and I have learned, is that if you make the bend less sharp, drivers go around it faster. Some of that safety benefit that we think we're offering them gets taken up by higher speed.